Welcome back to Movement in Telisa for today's total body mobility flow. So with mobility, we are stretching, but also working on strength in the end range of some of these movements. As always, we simply do our best. It doesn't matter if your variation of the pose looks like mine. We can pull back or go deeper when we see fit. We just listen to ourselves and respect our bodies. Let's get started standing in the middle of our mat. Feet are going to be about the distance of our mat. Hands come to the lower back, thumbs on the outside, fingers pointing down. We're going to start small, and with every repetition of this movement, we can get bigger and bigger with it. So pushing the hips forward, squeezing shoulder blades back, puffing chest up, lengthening through the tailbone so we don't have any crunch in the lower back. We're opening up through the chest. Chin stays tucked. And then pulling forward with a gentle forward fold. Generous bend in the knees to start. Think about bringing rib cage to thighs. Don't worry about getting head down. Come back to standing. Use the strength of the legs. Think about pushing the ground away. And then we push the hips forward, lengthen through the tailbone. Maybe you come a little bit deeper back. Come back up through upright and then fold. Maybe the legs stay just a little bit straighter. Back up through center. Push the hips forward. Option to start dropping the head back. Bring it up. Forward fold. Use the inhale to stand upright. Exhale to push the hips forward. Inhale to come upright. Exhale, fold. Two more rounds. This is the last round. Release the arms on this one. Sway side to side. And then inhale, come all the way up to standing. Come to face the long edge of the mat. Feet a little bit wider than hip distance. Side body stretch. You can keep the hands on the hips. Gaze can look up towards the ceiling, down at the mat, whatever feels good for you. Now rotate at the hips, bringing the chest parallel with the mat, nice flat back. So for rounding, squeeze the shoulder blades together, puff the chest out. And then exhale, melt over the right leg. And then start to bend through the left leg. Reach the hands forward, melt the chest back. Holding here. Straighten through the left leg. Pivot so we come into forward fold. Let the head go. No tension in the neck. And then rounding up, one vertebrae at a time. Side bend, other direction, hands are on the hips. Gaze can fall wherever feels good for you. Rotate through the hips, flat back. And then melt over the left leg. Reach the hands out as we bend through the right leg. Let the chest melt towards the right thigh. Straighten through that leg, come into the forward fold, no tension in the neck. Next inhale, rounding up. Each side, one more time, side bend. Rotate flat back. Melt over the leg, reach the hands, bend through the left leg, let the chest melt and get heavy. Forward fold, round up, one vertebrae at a time. Hands to hips, side bend, other direction. Flat back. Melt over the left leg, reach the arms, start to bend through the right leg. Sink the chest out. Forward fold, no tension in the neck. Inhale, round up, one vertebrae at a time. Come to face the top of the mat, but still standing in the middle of the mat. Arms out in front of you. Come up high on the toes. Get your balance. If balance is really challenging, then maybe only lift the heels a little bit, or you can stay flat-footed. Start to bend through the knees slowly. Once you come all the way down, hips are rested on the heels. Imagine making a box with the arms and the legs. We want nice 90-degree angles here. Pull the knees down towards the mat a little bit more. And now let the knees lower all the way down. Hands to the lower back, toes are tucked. Push the hips forward for a partial camel. Sit the heels back, bring the arms back out in front of you, and pop all the way back. If you fall, if you need to lower the hands, that's okay. That is part of it. If you can pop back up into this position, then go ahead and do so. But if you need to support yourself and kind of walk your way back into this position, that is okay as well. Hold it here in this toe stand. Focus your gaze to help with the balance. Lower the knees one more time. Hands to lower back. Push the hips forward. Lower the hips down. Pop back. And pull it back forward by whatever means necessary. Just doing your best. Lower the hands. Lower onto the knees. Tabletop position. Shoulders over wrists. Hips over knees. Let's do a couple barrel rolls through the spine. So imagine that you're on the inside of a barrel and you're scraping honey off of the inside with your rib cage. Big and exaggerated movement. And then reverse direction. Elbows stay straight for this. Come to a neutral spine. Bring the right leg so it's a little bit more central in between the two hands. And then lift the left leg for fire hydrant. Lift and lower. One more lift. Now hold it at the top and set the foot down so the toes are slightly turned out. Pull the hips back. You can reach the hands forward, melt the chest down, feeling a stretch in the left adductor, that growing area. Pull through back to our tabletop. And now we're going to shift our hips towards this planted left foot. It's okay if the heel lifts up a little bit. Pull it back, and then lower the hips down. Let that knee fall down. Hands are on either side of the chest. Lift the chest and bend through the right leg. Let the head, the gaze drop back. Lower it down. Push back up, plant the sole of the left foot, and we're doing that again. So pull the hips back to start. And come up through center. Shift the hips over to the left. You can pop up onto the left toe. Back through center. Pull the hips forward. Let the left knee settle down. Hips are down on the mat. And then push the chest up. Bend through the right leg. Lower down, lift back up, one more round. Back through center, pull the hips over to the left. Through center, pull everything forward. Push back up. Pick up the left foot back into our fire hydrant, lower that knee down, bring it more square in between the hands. Right leg comes up, lift and lower. Last one, keep the knee lifted. Just plant the sole of the foot and now pull the hips back, reach the hands forward. Pull back up to our tabletop, shift the weight over to the right. Pull through center, shift forward, let the right knee settle down, lower the hips, hands are on either side of the chest, lift the chest, bend through the left leg. Lower it down, push back up, pull the hips all the way back. Up through tabletop, shift over to the right. Up through center, pull forward, lower the hips, lift through the chest, bend through the left leg. Lower down, back through center, pull the hips all the way back, last round. Through center, shift to the right. Tabletop, lower the hips. Back to our tabletop, and keep the right leg up, and then pick up the foot and back to our fire hydrant position. Lower it down. Swing the heels around in front of you and come to meet me in a butterfly position. Bring the hands on either sides of the hips. Shift over so the weight is on the right glute. And now see if you can pick up the left leg, extend it out, try to lock out the knee, Bring it back. Shift to the other side. Pick up and extend through the right leg. Bring it back. Shift side to side. Each side one more time. And melt forward. Round up. Exhale to melt. Inhale, round up. Last round. Swing the legs in front of you. Lying all the way back on our mat. So I'm going to lie on a bit of an angle so that I don't kick the wall. So if you're near a wall, you might need to move a little bit away from it as well. Lying all the way down, legs are bent. Get comfortable. And then bring knees in towards the chest and extend both feet up towards the ceiling. Make sure the feet are active. You can point, you can flex, or you can do a floint where the feet are pointed, but the toes are flexed. It's a nice stretch through the feet. Starting small, you're going to bring the feet a little bit closer towards the face, and then open wide, bring them back together further away, feeling it a bit through your core, coming back to our starting position. Let's go again. You can progressively make these circles bigger and bigger. Maybe your circle started smaller than mine. Maybe you keep it one size. It is entirely your choice. If you feel any clicking, popping through the hips, that's okay. It happens. Just make sure there's no discomfort. 2 more circles in this direction. Might have been 3 more, but that's all right. And now come to this upright position, legs straight up and down. And now reverse direction. Start small. You can progressively get bigger and bigger, or stick with the size that you started with. Maybe you try to get bigger and it doesn't quite work for you today, so you go back to a size that does work for you. 2 more. Legs straight up. Point the toes. Point as hard as you can. And then flex through the feet. Flex, flex, flex. Feel the stretch in your calves. Point the toes. And flex. You can stay right where you are. I'm going to turn so that I'm on the length edge so that you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. We're going to continue on our backs, legs up in the air, but this time we're coming into a straddle. Come to your depth, and then using the adductors, squeeze the legs back together, and do a little cross-cross, nice pointed toes. Straddle, cross-cross, straddle, cross-cross. Doing a little egg beater with the feet. Switch it up, which foot beats in front of the other first, and keep going. Three more. 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in towards the chest. You can reach for opposite elbows. Stay where you are. I'm simply rotating on my mat again. Settle the soles of the feet down. Taking a little moment of stillness and silence. If your mind has wandered, bring it back to the here and now. You can focus on your breath. If you hear any birds twittering, listening to their songs. Rolling onto your side into a fetal position. And then all the way up to a comfortable seated position of your choice. Eyes can stay closed or softened down to the mat 2 or 3 feet in front of you, palms facing up, resting on the knees, pointer fingers and thumbs gently touch. 3 final breaths together. Inhale through the nose. Full lungs. Exhale through the mouth. Inhale. Final round, inhale. At the top, take in one more sip of air. And then exhale. Push everything out from the very bottoms of the lungs, getting all that residual air pushed out. Bring the hands through to heart center. And in closing, we say, Namaste.